Yo, I'm Joey Lepore, and I love New York. And right now, I am thrilled beyond belief to be here with the most iconic New Yorker, not only in New York, but the king of New York. There's never been anybody that has taken this city by storm, as this next guest has. He's been here since the late 90s. He's a true, perfect gentleman, a child of God. He doesn't mess around. He's a total professional, and he has become an international icon. Go on to his Facebook website, and you're going to see people from all over the entire world. They come here to visit New York, really to see one thing and one thing only. And ladies and gentlemen, that is my friend, the Naked Cowboy, Robert Burck.
Well, I'm the Naked Cowboy. Keeping it real to you. I'm the Naked Cowboy. You gotta do what you gotta do. That's one hell of an intro. I keep my cell phone in my undies in case I get a booty call. When the thing don't vibrate, it sure tickles mine. So what's up, Joey?
Hey, Robert, thank you, man. First of all, God bless you. Peace be with you. I wanted to talk to you today because I've been following you since you got here. You don't know this about me, but I'm a retired magician, and I spent many years through the 90s right here in Times Square. Remember when MTV was over there? That used to be my spot. 1515 used to be my spot, and then I remember you came to Times Square. Maybe I might be off by a couple months, about 98, 99.
And then I became permanent around 2000. I basically stationed myself in the Royal Motel in Secaucus, New Jersey on Route 3. And
I'm from North Bergen, by the way.
Oh, yeah,
yeah, right. So you're buddies with my friend Steve. You know, Steve Ferrari. He used to go there to the gas station all the time.
Oh,
See,
okay.
but anyway, I remember too. Well, I don't know if this was your first interview, but I remember the Howard Stern interview when he first caught you in the very beginning. And you might remember, you might even have it, or you might have forgot it. But I remember the thing you said. One day, I'm going to take over the world. And dude, here we are, how many years later, and you are here. And I'm not just saying that because it's BS. I'm saying it right from my heart, man.
I got here 2 hours early today, sat down in Times Square in the red lawn furniture out there. I had a hair appointment because I'm getting DamoHairLossSolution.com. Anyway, you know, writing in my journal, king of the world, most celebrated entertainer of all time, richest, most famous family, everything you can possibly think of, you know, born to win, born to succeed, you know, all those motivators, motivation matters, you know, on and on and on. So I'm constantly building my head, coming out here, working and trying to be as good as I can to, again, become a...
When I got into Times Square in those days, it was, you know, the end, like around the Giuliani era. Times Square was going through a transformation, and what used to keep me from getting in trouble by the cops was I was always respectable. I was respectable of the crowds that would gather on the sidewalk, of the business owners, of people pickpocketing crowds that were watching. And the cops, they would see things like that, and repetition was always key because, you know, it's a small world. You see the same people all the time in Times Square, and they get to see you and see that you're legitimate. You're not here to do drugs. You're not here to sell drugs. You're not here to pick up women. You're here to be a professional and do what you want to do, and you stuck to it. Absolutely. And that's what I respect, man.
See it every day. I mean, there's a lot of people out there, and you know, people come in here thinking they own the place, going to do whatever they want. They got an attitude, and it's, I mean, that's,
and they don't last.
They start off on the wrong foot. So
they don't last, man.
Build friends, build allies. You know, if I got here, I had, you know, sometimes they tell you to move along. You just
move along. Right.
You don't want to be told what to do, but you just listen. You cooperate.
Right.
You know, eventually, you know, they see that you respect them. They respect you. I mean, it's constant give and take.
If you start arguing with the cops, word gets around. You know what I mean? If he tells you to move, you just smile and say, "Okay, you move." He's gone. And then you go back there if you want or whatever, you know, but you just do it right.
They don't care.
They don't care. Right. You're not buying goods down in Canal Street, coming up here selling them, all that stuff. You're a legitimate artist. You're not chasing people down for money. Like they throw it at you.
I don't want anything to do with it. Like, people come back 2 days a week. I have people come back and ask, "God, 15 years ago, I didn't know I was supposed to tip you," and they give you still $1.
Right.
Whatever, you know.
Speaking of the dollar, I saw something the other day. Is this actually true, man?
I've every dollar since day one in the Royal Motel I started. That, I mean,
dude, if I ever come across one, I'm tracking you down and you're signing it, man. Just
because I got here today, when I got here early, I had some extra singles. I just threw them in here. I just didn't want to leave it in the car, but so all my dollars are staying Naked Cowboy. See that?
I love it, man. I love
It's not really defacing the currency because it actually wears off after time. And defacing actually means to make it unusable, but the average dollar goes in 50 hands a day.
Wow.
You can Google Naked Cowboy dollars. There's thousands.
Oh,
of
really?
stories.
Really?
Thousands of them.
Wow.
Over the years.
Really?
I went to church and the ministers.
Really? Wow.
They go everywhere. You know? Everywhere.
I love it, man. I love it.
Let the market put your name out there and have people talking.
Right. And just be true to who you are, and the rest will follow.
Yeah, just play one day at a time and do things. Do it right one day at a time.
Right, one day at a
Not
time.
get famous in one day.
You didn't come here.
Page of the papers a day, 2 days later from now, nobody's gonna know about
Exactly.
it. You gotta do it over and over and over.
Exactly.
You gotta do it. It's
Consistency is key.
Working out. It's gonna be a lifestyle.
So you work out. You're a monster, man. You're totally ripped. You gotta. I see the type of diet you have, the commitment that you do, and the other thing that's pretty interesting to me is that you hop in your car, man, and you have no problem taking a 12-hour drive to get where's Cleveland or
Cincinnati, my hometown.
Cincinnati, right?
I just went there for Memorial Day to do the Taste of Cincinnati. Now September 16th, 17th, and 18th they have the Oktoberfest in Cincinnati. So I'll drive home at night, so I never miss a day. I get straight the next day. I visit the family. And I get 4 or 5 hours, you know, taking pictures.
I took that drive, man. Once you get into Pennsylvania, it's like, whoa.
Beautiful.
It is.
It's tough, you know.
Right. Thank God for cruise control.
Of miles.
Right,
so
yeah.
Like,
wow, man.
Like a mile, and you got to sit there the whole damn mile.
Now, does your wife, she goes with you? Do you switch on?
No, she works here too. Now
Yeah. Is she here today?
She'll be here later on
Okay.
today.
I saw the black dude. What's his name?
His name's Titus.
Oh, that's Titus.
Titus Gandy.
Yeah.
He's been with me about 4 years now.
Really?
He's working longer and harder than ever. First, he started off he started off working in the winter, actually. So.
Wow, hey, man. So at that point, you say this guy's really
he's reading
committed.
books with me. He's pumping. He's writing in a
Really?
journal every day. He does all the same stuff. And
Really?
The same lines. He's fantastic at it.
I actually saw him, and I asked if you were here. Yeah, and he says, oh, he's over there. I said, yeah, okay. He goes, no, I'm serious. I go, no, yeah, I'm saying thank you, you know. That's why I knew you were over here, so I came by. And all right, so now you got Titus.
Rob Kaufman, another guy who does it. He does
in New York.
Right here in the evenings. He owns a hair salon called HudsonHair.com, but he has
And where's he located? I'll go get a haircut.
That's where I
Oh, really?
in the hotel, and there was a GNC and a gym there, so I happened to have a salon. It's still there. And
Did you meet him through working out?
I just happened to be walking past. He saw a guy with long hair. He had long hair. We sat down and talked one day, and then he came in here several times and watched me work. And
I love it, man.
I had that lawsuit with Sandy Kane, the naked cowgirl, the older lady.
Did that come before or after the M&M's thing?
That was long after.
Oh, okay.
It was another.
But I remember she was a thorn in your side when she first showed up. She was a thorn in your side.
I know. I mean,
you know?
she just played the role.
Right.
I mean, it's like
now.
Played a role.
Was she like what would say?
She was the second naked cowgirl that was out here.
Oh, she was the second one?
Lisa Holman. You remember the little blonde-haired German?
Oh, yeah.
For a good 4 or 5 years.
Wow.
And then Sandy Kane.
I might have a picture of her. Because every time I cut through Times Square, I see somebody, I snap one. I'm going to look it up and see if I have her. So, okay, so now there's actually naked cowboys around the country?
Well, we have one in Texas. We have a couple renegades. There's one in Vegas who's not licensed with us. I mean, you'd have to find him.
Right, yeah.
We're not, you know.
Right.
We do everything we can to protect the brand. You have to.
Right.
There's a guy in Germany who does it, and I forgot what city it is. But again, they're all funny. I mean, they're all warm my heart. I like them all. But I said when I started, it'd be bagged, bowling, it'd be licensed, marketed, robbed, stolen, everything.
Exactly. That's how you know you reached the top.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, nobody's going to rip off an Elmo or whatever. Who cares, you know?
There's 4 of them out there right now.
I know, man. And there's like 6, I saw maybe 3 or 4 Statue of Liberties, you know.
That's wild out there.
Yeah, man. So, do you ever get all together? How many naked cowboys are here at the same time? Do you schedule them, or they just show up when they want?
Yeah, again, I'm hoping I'm just
Do you ever call them up, say, hey, I'm not going to be there tomorrow, you're going to cover?
Every day. Titus has been coming regularly all summer now. My wife's been doing it regularly. We just had a new cowgirl came yesterday. I don't know how frequent she'll be. You know, they sign a licensing agreement.
So what's the process once, do they come up to you and say, hey, Robert, I'd like to be a naked cowgirl, and then what do? You give them a little interview?
Titus was selling comedy tickets, saw me. He said he wanted to be a naked cowboy. I literally took him down the garage, put in my boots, underwear. He was out there the same.
Really? Wow, man.
He's a natural.
Is he making more now than selling tickets?
Oh, I'm sure he makes more selling tickets.
Definitely, man.
He's learned to just, you got to stay there. You know?
Right, yeah, right.
He was hit and miss. He come out and make $40 and he's like, I'm done for today.
Right, yeah,
He come out and didn't hit it. So
right.
He's leaving feeling
get discouraged.
He's got to stand there.
Right, right.
You know, I mean,
it's really like sales, you know?
It is.
And you're a salesman, and this is your product, and your professionalism, that's what people buy. They buy you.
That's what people think that, you know, the people who are coming up to me are people who have been here before or know somebody who did. I mean, it's long years of...
Right, yeah.
Again, these guys it's a whole different situation. Not building these characters not building their own brands,
right?
Stuff. They just got to make money.
Right. In
my case, I want them to, it's all about the image and the reputation. So money is, not the essential thing in the short term.
Right.
Customer service, have a good reputation, and they come back, and we have Naked Cowboy oysters, the #1 selling oyster in the country, from Blue Wire Oyster Company. I'm represented by Major World.
I saw your Major World commercial, man. It's great.
Yeah. On that are great. Parking the Icon Parking Garage.
Love it, man.
Started to do DamoHairLossSolution.com.
Yeah, you got good hair, man.
It's a little thin, but it's foolproof. The guy's doing the electric stem cell therapy every week. It's
really?
My 5th one. He said guaranteed another month or so, my hair will be full.
Really?
It's already coming in.
Wow, man. Let me see. How long you been doing that for?
Well, I've been doing it about 4 or 5 weeks since I met the guy. We're already doing Korean newspapers and stuff.
Yeah, man.
I wear a hat. There's a lot of different reasons.
Right, yeah.
Partially genetic and partially just wear and tear from doing this all day long and then keeping the hot.
Right.
It's about scalp temperature.
Right, yeah. Your head's got to breathe, man.
So I got a bag of frozen vegetables on my head every day.
Really?
That's the solution I'm putting in there. I'm here, my wife with the magnifying glass. I think we see one.
Oh my God, I love it, man.
He's been taking pictures already since we started.
Sure, man.
Already see difference. I mean,
dude, when that comes in full, now you're gonna have a whole nother market that you're gonna capitalize on.
I'm the Naked Cowboy with DamoHairLossSolution.com. You gotta keep that hair to rock and roll. Remember who you heard it from. Go on all day. Sponsors great.
Oh, all my friends are watching. Finky, Tim from Florida, Glenn's in Vegas, Tim in Florida. I've never been to New York, but I know who the Naked Cowboy is. World famous.
Oh, awesome.
See that? Yeah.
Thanks for your time, man.
Yeah, man.
I'm going to get back out there and start rocking.
Thank you. Yo, bummer, man. I just looked at the video and I see that the end of it got cut off when I was saying goodbye. So what I wanted to say is if you want to see the Naked Cowboy live and in person, come on down here to Broadway. He hangs out around 44th Street in that general area. You're going to see truly the king of the world. All right, so thanks a lot for watching. I appreciate you tuning in. I'll see you next time from somewhere, anywhere in New York City. Texas way.